Alrighty. Let's go check if this is working. Oh dear. Is it working? Is it working? Can I hear my voice? Okay, it seems to be working. It seems to be working. It seems to be working. Okay. Alright, everyone, welcome back to another live stream. Today, we're going to be talking about, this is going to be a CAS assessment for MCC 30. I need to get it out of the way. I don't really have any ideas for a video this week. So, we are going to do this here right now. So, yeah. And I think this is a pretty a stacked cast. Honestly, I'm actually really excited for this. It could be very, very fun to watch. But yeah. So we have 10 teams to go through here, and overall, I like this cast. And now at the first glance, when I first saw these teams, I was like, this is a stacked cast. Any team could win this, pretty much. And honestly, that kind of still. Honestly, at this point now, I kind of lowered myself on my thoughts on some of these teams, have kind of lowered or decreased over time. Also, I've kind of get through this by 9 o'clock. So, yeah, let's get this on, and or 9 o'clock CST. So, yeah, let's start off with the Red Rabbits here, where we have Hannah, Sapnap, Captain Puffy, and Captain Sparkles. And I think this is a great team. Sapnap is extremely good at MCC, and honestly, I like this team. I think it's going to be really fun to watch. Obviously, we have the two captains on here. Now, I don't know how this team is going to do because Captain Sparkles is in the process of moving, so there's a possibility that there's internet problems or something going on, or he's not in the greatest position, and so he might that could factor in here, but I think it's surprising to me that Hannah hasn't won an event yet. Actually, has she? I don't think she has. And honestly, I think it's about time she does. And I'm just gonna search this up. Actually, I do want to make sure. I want to make sure this is working. I want to make sure I got my my facts correct here. I don't think Hannah has won, right? Unless she went scuffed, which suppose that's a possibility, but I wouldn't really count that as an event here. Now, I did honestly, overall, I think this team could get a third place, really. And I think there's a chance that this team wins. I think this team could definitely make a dodgeball, but I think this team will probably land in the top half of the standings for this event here. But hopefully my internet stands today and is good. Speaking of internet problems, I'm not having the greatest internet right now to navigate this Twitter account here, or to see if Hannah XX Rose. I know she's really good at PvP. She was she has she's, I believe she did win she won a United UHC a while back, and she's in here now. Yeah, so Is it? There are a couple other teams that could probably do better. So I'm gonna kind of leave this one out here, but I wouldn't be surprised if the team does make it to Dodgeball. But now for the Orange Ocelots, where we have SB737, Blushy, Snifrish, and H-Bomb 94. And everyone on this team has won an event before. And you know what? I think this is a great team. A lot of people underestimate how good SB is. And I think SB is an amazing player. Like, he's good. He really is good. Honestly, like him and H-Bomb, I think that could be like the big duo of this event here. So I think this team is in winter contention once again. Now, is Snifrish good? She's fine. He has won an event, but I have a feeling that Snifrish has been kind of carried to the end. And on the time that she did win, and it was her first event too. And now Blushy, she's good. She's really good. She won not that long ago. So like, I think this team is definitely in winter contention for me. I'm gonna keep it there. I think it's gonna be top 5, maybe. Now, could it maybe get a 6th place? Possibly. But we'll have to wait and see. This is going to be a very interesting team. I mean, I think H-Bomb is one of the best players in MCC, along with SB, and I think like this team is pretty well rounded, and it's a pretty stacked team. So I think there's a very big chance that this team does win. So we'll see what happens, though. Oh, am I keeping this team in winter contention, though? I forgot I haven't pressed slideshow. I forgot to press slideshow, guys. That's not great. Anyways, let's move on to Yellow Yaks. I think Orange Ocelot's winter contention for me. But next up, we have Yellow Yaks, where we have Goomy, Red Velvet Cake, Ant Frost, and Purple, all of which have played in Venza before. Now, I think the duo, I was watching CPK's or the All Things MCC's team's predictions, and Callum said that this team, there's a theme here. Like, there's duos and then 2 average players. There's kind of connected here, and I think that's kind of standing true. And I think the duo in this case is Ant Frost and Purple. Well, now, is Red Velvet Cake actually good? I think, I saw, he was in, I thought he was going to, I thought he was, him, but it looks like, for me, it kind of feels like he's kind of just like an average player. I could be wrong. I'm going to search that up. My thing is really messing up, so I don't know what's going on here. Red Velvet is Cake? Red Velvet Cake. How good is he? I don't think he's won, right? So, what's his average? So in his first main, he's been in he's 6 events. So in Pro 22, he got 14th, and he actually got to Dodgeball. But then in MCC 25, he got 35th place. No, that could just be the team, though. And then we have, then he appeared in MCC 27, where he got 17th place. And then he got 29th in MCC 20, quite different. But it seems to be that the non or half canon events, he's done better, or it appears that he's done extremely done better on those. And this is not a non-canon, so like I think that this team might. I don't think I can keep this team in contention, mind you. I think the duo of Ant Frost and Purple is good. Well, I think there is a shot. They do have a shot. I don't think it's dead. I don't think they're completely dead. I'm actually going to look up Gumi's average or Gumi's wins, because I don't think Gumi's done great either in the past. Like there's a shot that she might be better than Red. Also, you might hear my brother screaming in the background about a bloody hockey game. So, yeah. Okay. Anyways, Gumi's played in nine canon, 1 half, and 1 non. She won? Okay, so she first appeared in MCC 17 and got 35th, 32nd, 33rd in 8 in MCC 18, 15th in 9 MCC 19, and MCC 20. Okay, so it appears to me that she's not that great. She's not good, not the greatest here. So I at this, I can't keep this team in winter contention for me. It could land in the bottom half, really. At this point, that's kind of what I'm going to figure with their standings. Obviously, I'm not going to check Purple or Ant Frost scores because they are both very, very good. And, but I think the fact that Red Velvet Cake and Gumi, I think they're going to kind of balance this team to the point where it's not going to be great. I think they're going to kind of take down this team here. Now, if they make it to Dodgeball, there's the shot they can win. And I think, honestly, every team here, if they make it to Dodgeball, there is a chance they win. Really. Now, most of the teams, not every team, but I'm not keeping in winter contention for me. But next up, we have the Lime Llamas, where we have Cup Van, Filza, Puns, and Awesome Dude. I'm keeping this team in winter contention, really. I think this is an amazing team. But I think a lot of people wants it. And I think Puns is really good at the game, and he's pretty decent. Sam's good. Phil's good. Cub really kept eyes on how good Cub Fan is, but events in the past. So everyone on this team has won an event before. I think has. Or not. So let me just see. His scores are right here. Or has Sam won? I think he did, right? He might have won. I think he won Scuffed, if I'm not mistaken, right? Did he win Scuff? Okay, so yeah, he won MCC Scuffed. But obviously that was kind of weird. But so Awesome Dude, it seems to be kind of middle of the pack, has made it to Dodgeball in the past. So realistically, is he he's probably gonna stick in the middle of the pack again. So I would probably I'm still gonna keep this team in winter contention for me. Because I think Phil and Puns are probably going to carry this team, really. And then, obviously, whatever Cub adds, that could do something there. Next up, though, we have Green Geckos. And we have JoJo, Pizza Hut, Michael McChill, and Cara Corvus. Now, there's a big debate on this team. I thought Pete had lost his the lost being great at MCC because he hadn't won in quite some time. And he hasn't won. He did not win. I don't think did he win Scuff? He's like, when's the last time he's won though? Like, he hasn't won since MCC 17. Like, that's a long time ago. That was 21. Honestly, I don't think he can win. I don't think he's going to win here. Like, is he good? But I think he picked it up though in the last events to the point where I think he's gone on better. And I think JoJo and NP are the duo here. Now, I think you could Michael and Kara, everyone on this team has won an event. However, could this be Kara's chance to get her second win? I mean, she has not won an event since MCC 1, the very first event. And the coins have radically changed. Can she win again? That's the big question, really. And Michael, I think he's quite average, really. He does well on some events. He's pretty middle of the pack. I think this team could make it to Dodgeball. I'm not gonna I think it makes Dodgeball it couldn't be a fourth, fifth though. But if it makes Dodgeball, I think there's the chance that this team wins. Every team here. Once again, I'm going to reiterate, I think there's a chance that they win. Pretty much every single team. Not every team, though. But, I think it's, we have a good team. I think this is a good team. Could be interesting to watch JoJo and Pete's dynamics, along with Michael and Kara. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. But next up, we have the Cyan Coyotes. And I'm going to be straight up here and going to say that this team is going to lose. We have Rambo, Tommy, Ollie, and Callum. I think this team loses. There's no way. I don't think this team wins. And I wouldn't really kind of the duo I would assume here. And really, I don't think this team wins. I don't think so. I think we have a combination of three or average where along with Tommy, who I think is the better of the four. But I think, could go either way. I think Tommy has I'm going to say this team gets in the bottom half of the standings here. I don't think they're going to take, I think Ollie and CPK are going to kind of keep this on just a chill, Ollie is good when he tries, but the question is, is he gonna try? And there's so many other good players. You can't really form a good duo on this team. You can't. There's not really any standout players except for Tommy, and even Tommy is not the greatest. So I think this team gets in the bottom half of the standings, and I really. At best, maybe a fifth. But, realistically, I wouldn't be surprised if this lands 7th or an 8th or 9th, really. So, for me, no way I'm keeping this team in winter contention for me. And then, next up, we have Aqua Axolotls, and I like this team. We have Illumina and 5UP. I would assume they're the duo and Good Times with Gar. I like this team. I'm keeping it in winter contention. I think a lot of people underestimate. I think he's a wonderful player. I think he's a wonderful. Well, he's wonderful in MCC. I really like him as a player. And then Impulse and Good Times Scar. So we kind of have obviously Impulse in Limited Life, and then we're kind of bringing these two together here, and all four of them are pretty good. Now I'm actually going to take a look at 5UP stats here because I'm questioning them a little bit here. or just want to see, just check. I thought Sam teamed with 5-Up. Has he not? Let's see. I still have the tabs from when I was checking Hannah and Pete's. Oh, okay. 5-Up. Let's see how good. Like I think like 5-Up. Like okay, so, he won MCC 20. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, oh yeah, I think this team could win. Now, like, kind of all depends on the team here, and I think this team's really is pretty good. Like, and like, he got 11th in MCC 29. He got MCC 26, like, and 11th in MCC 25. So like, I think like he seems consistent. Obviously, now 24, but like it's kind of just based on the team there. They weren't really trying the best in that event, but I think this team has a shot to could win here. I'm gonna keep it in winter contention for me here. Let's move on to Blue Bats, where I'm gonna be honest. I think this is might be one of the best team we've seen so far here. Like, I think this is a stacked team. All 4 players on this team are good. Like Kratzy and Fruitberries, I think that's the obvious duo here. They are amazing. They are 2 of the best players in the history of MCC. And then we have False and Shelby, who are both really good with both lethal team in dodgeball if it gets there. Like, I think this team wins if it's dodgeball. I think, like, honestly, I think this team, like, it has a big shot here. I'm keeping this team in winter contention. Also, I'm kind of cheering for Fruitberries. He's Canadian. So, yeah. And False did just win MCC 29. Like, she just won not that long ago. Now, Shelby hasn't won in a while, but, like, she's still pretty good. Like, I think she's still, well, kind of, she's fallen into the average category, but, like, maybe, like, top average. Like good. Not like obviously people have on and off events. One event good, one event they could be not great. But we'll see what happens. I think this team, the Purple Pandas, where you have Solidarity, Fire Breath Man, In the Littlewood, and Scott. Now, in terms of the duo situation, I can't really think of a duo here. Now, maybe the duo is Fire Breath Man and Scott, but like I think really you could argue that Fire Breath Man, who was just kind of put on, are all kind of like closer together, and like I think, I think this team could win. I think the team has what it can has what it takes, like top 5. I think so. However, I don't think I want this team to do well. However, the question marks for me are Jimmy and Martin, especially Jimmy. Is Jimmy good? Like, I'm checking Solidarity stats here. It's like I'm skeptical. How has he been doing recently? Like, how well did Jimmy do in 2019? Who he got 31st in MCC 29, but he won MCC 28. And I think that's kind of just like a chance. But he's done really bad. He's done really shit. Like really shit. Like he did even worse. He did bad. I know. Like I think Jimmy's pretty bad at this point. Like I don't think he's a good player. I think he's completely fallen out of average. I think he's actually kind of below average at this point. You could probably argue. Is he good? And like, how is Martin? Like, how good is Martin at MCC? How has he done recently? Now, I don't check this. Like, because I think Jimmy could have fallen. What about Martin? Martin, not great either. I think like he's average. Now he hasn't played MCC. He did play in MCC 29, so something like he's kind. I think like Fire Breath Man is obviously going to be the best player on this team. I think he's one of the best in the history here, and like at this point, I think like Scott's probably second best here. I think at this point, I think they're just throwing like Fire Breath since Fire Breath tagging 3 people. Scott's just players alongside him, 2 or 3 average players alongside him to try and counter the fact that he's so good. Like we saw that in the last event. We saw that here. Now I don't think this team gets last. I don't think their team gets last. However, I wouldn't be like this if the team falls in the latter half of the standings. It wouldn't be surprised to me. Now I think Magician, who was he did his winner pick. Like he did a team prediction for all things MCC, and like I think this team was in the bottom half. I think Coutland put them in the bottom half too, like maybe around 9th. Now, like I think this team, like honestly, I'm now looking back, and that time I was like, no, that team can't. No, that team's not gonna go down like bottom there. But now looking at like Jimmy's stats, like is that enough to tear this team down? Like honestly, now like for all we know, this team gets like this team is like I could see this team getting top half. Really, like there's a chance, but. Like, I think this team gets bottom. I don't think this team's making it to Dodgeball. I'm not keeping it in winter contention. And last up, we have Pink Parrots, where we have Amesy, Shadoon, Tubbo, and Sylvie. Never heard of Shadoon before the All Things MCC prediction video. I'm going to be straight up here. I think this team gets last. I don't think there's a really good player here. Now, for all we know, Shadoon is the best player in MCC, but I don't think so. I think this team's last. Or 9th. One of those two. I think it's going to be really hard to go through their stats either. Like they're all. Like I think Tubbo, Amesy, and Sylvie, all average players. Shadoon, we don't really know him. I've never heard of him before this. For all we know, he's good. But supposedly did well in Twitch Rivals. So maybe there's something there. But honestly, I don't think this team wins at all. Bottom half of the standings for sure for me. Not in winter contention. Now, for my winner pick, I did choose Blue Bats. I just really like this team. I think this team's really good. All 4 of these players are really decent. Kratzy's insane. Fruitberries is insane. And False is good. And same thing with Shelby. I think this cast is stacked, though. I could see a world where, Red Rabbits win. Or Orange Ocelots. But, honestly, I think I put this team as top tier for me. I think this team wins. Like, I think it was really far-fetched for CP Callum to put his or second dodgeball. I don't think I think he was just doing it just to because he's on the team. So there's like no chance for me. Like realistically, honestly, like the first day one, now looking back at it, is like 5 really good teams. And then we get to day 2, we're like could be wishy-washy. But besides this team here, now, like honestly, like there are good, like there are good players on every of these teams, pretty much. But like some are obviously better than others. So I'm gonna go with Blue Bats here. But there we go. My cast assessment for MCC 30. Now, I do want to mention something. So obviously, you don't know Keith Nail from Survivor 29 and Survivor 31. Sadly passed away. It's really sad, honestly. That came out of the blue. It came out of nowhere for me. Honestly, I don't know if this whole thing recorded, but but yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end it though today. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna put something in the chat. I think just the chat features on whatever you go decide. People decide to watch this, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end it there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye bye. Hopefully this worked.